I knew something was wrong, and I just didn't know what it was, so I just felt like really
so your husband
concerned
didn't have to convince you the first time
to come see you.
okay.
No. I was experiencing fluttering in my heart, as well as some chest discomfort. I felt a little anxious from those symptoms, so I would feel a little nervous throughout the day, just not knowing why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. It would cause me to lose sleep at night, just thinking about what was going on. I went to my primary care physician and explained to her the symptoms that I had been feeling. And she did some initial testing and eventually referred me to Dr. Brown.
Valerie came to see me in November of 2023. Her electrocardiogram, her EKG, was abnormal. She had what we call a left bundle branch block, which is an electrical abnormality that can sometimes be associated with coronary disease and other heart issues.
I was terrified. I had never had any issues with my heart before. So the fact that it was a 90% blockage, my thoughts automatically went to the wrong place. As I discussed with Dr. Brown and he explained fully what we were going to do, then I started to feel a little bit more comfortable.
With her particular chest discomfort and the fact that her EKG had the left bundle branch block, I ordered what's called a coronary CTA, which is a CAT scan of her arteries. The CAT scan of the heart actually showed that she had a 90% blockage in one of her arteries. Once I determined that from the CAT scan, I saw Valerie back in the office, and I recommended that we do a test called a cardiac catheterization, which is a procedure where we give them some mild sedation and we insert a tube called a sheath into the radial artery or into the femoral artery. In Valerie's case, we did the radial artery. And during that procedure, we're able to put catheters up into the heart, and there's a camera over the chest. So we ended up putting 2 stents into that artery because the blockage was actually what we call a diffuse blockage. So it had disease that was scattered throughout the vessel. The procedure went well. She spent the night in the hospital and then went home the next day.
I definitely feel less anxious knowing that it's under control, that I'm taking my medicine and just doing all the things that I know is necessary to continue to be healthy.
Never ignore chest pain. There are a lot of different things that can cause chest pain. It can feel like indigestion and still be your heart. It can feel like musculoskeletal pain and still be your heart. And especially in women, women can sometimes have symptoms that are not the typical symptoms.
I would also say to just stay positive and just stay informed, and also find a good physician like Dr. Brown that you can trust, take care of yourself.
So definitely if you're having any symptoms out of the ordinary, any type of chest discomfort, that needs to be evaluated.
I feel like the staff at Northside Hospital treated me well. They were very attentive and made me feel comfortable. I was glad that I only had to spend one night in the hospital. I felt reassured knowing that I had a staff around me. If anything, happened, they would be there to take care of me. I live in McDonough and I drive all the way to Northside because I trust Dr. Brown. I feel like he's very knowledgeable about heart disease, and he takes the time to explain, each step through the procedure to me. And so it just, I would drive 1,000 more miles to see him actually